Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We're starting late today.
Whose fault is that?
It's mine.
Exactly.
5:15 as of this recording. Today is Monday, January 27th. You are here with Devonn.
Vontrell.
Pierce is not here this week. He had something to take care of,
Yeah.
but this train will keep rolling.
Period.
I do miss him, though. I'm not going to lie.
Me too. He's a good balance between us.
Yeah, definitely. Let me cut you down a little bit.
Cut me down.
Yeah.
Am I loud?
Nah, it's just, yeah, because the mic is touching your lips.
I mean, I can't hear myself in other recordings.
And other
so-
people have said that, too, though. That's
exactly.
that's the thing.
So I don't know what else to do.
Maybe it's just, got to find a
Are you
balance.
going to turn me up?
Keep talking.
I'm talking.
See, how do you think you sound now?
I don't know.
I think you sound fine.
Do you?
Yeah,
Don't lie to me.
I hear you very
Because
well.
the people hear something else.
I hear you very well. Majority of the episodes I've had to cut up anyway, so I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. Oh, I think I'm off camera. Yeah, I am because we only got 2 cameras today, so I can't lean back in my chair.
You only got one.
One camera. Oh, you can still see my head. All right, that works. I can be lazy today. Let's get right into it. Do you segregate your friends? Meaning that if you
I don't have to. They're already segregated.
Mm,
They all stay in different areas.
hmm
So,
But like if they were all in one place, would you bring them all together to hang out at once?
I mean, I've tried to.
Mm-hmm.
When I be trying to plan trips and shit, try to.
Yeah. How do you think that went?
For the most part, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was genuinely fluent without,
Any hiccups?
or without me having to focus on one person. So,
Yeah. Me and Messiah rock really well, but like to my understanding, I'm the only one of your friends who didn't know Messiah, right?
no, Darius never met Josiah either. The Darius up here, where me, him, and Messiah, we all were together at one point. We all met. Like, I met Messiah through Darius.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then me and Messiah clicked and we became our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then that Darius, I met him up here like 5-6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, I think we met off Jack. And he was like, "You want to smoke?" I was like, "Sure."
That's the universal. Do you want to hang out? Do you smoke?
And we smoked and we hung out and we've been friends ever since. So,
Mm-hmm.
probably the only successful relationship I've ever had off of Jack.
Really? And that's crazy because it's not even a romantic one.
I know, right? So, yeah. But
Mm.
pretty much, yeah.
For me personally, at first I was a little worried too, but then you and Pierce meshed well because I met you at work, and then I've known Pierce like my entire life, so that works out well. You've never met Jordan, but Pierce knows Jordan. Those two click really well. You never met my homegirl Lexus, and those are my 5 friends, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and Kendall, and you guys know Kendall too. So for me personally, it works out fine. I personally don't feel a need to segregate my friends. I know some people was like, you can only be my friend for this, only be my friend for that. It's
No,
like, damn.
I'm not that person.
It's
Plus,
really
they all
weird.
stay in different areas anyway, so.
Right. And I think it's weird when people like assign friends like specific like roles, so they're kind of like letting them be them. You know?
I mean, everybody has their top friend.
No. I'm not talking about that. I mean like you're a friend that I can only go and do such and such, but I can't do anything else with you type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather just instead of just like putting that label on there, I'd rather just let it be to see where it comes from there. Because I feel like when you try to put a label on something that doesn't fit that, that's when the shit gets weird. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all have friends we talk about different things with, but for the most part. But I would hate to say that I only talk about one thing. I only have this friend for this one purpose. Like, you know? Maybe I'm explaining this wrong, but I hope it makes sense.
No, it does.
Yeah.
It does. It definitely does. I hope I'm loud enough.
Like
I cannot.
Well, our dots over here. I mean, well, at least when I talk, they're down. But at least like when we laugh together at the same time, the dots.
They
go
be up there, but are they up there now?
I mean, I hear you really loud. They're not up there, but I hear you.
Okay, because I'm trying to project, and then I'm like right on top of the microphone.
You really are. So then, like say something.
Can you hear me now?
See, there's no dots, but I know if I put it all the way up, like
You'll hear the dots.
I'll hear the dot. I'll see the dots, but then it'll be really loud in the microphones.
But then I can be able to be back here.
Yeah.
with it.
Go again.
Yeah, I'm going again.
Go again.
What is that?
You can hear everything in the building. You hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Maybe that's somebody downstairs.
I was gonna say, you heard that?
Cause that's how loud I turn up the mics. They're that sensitive. Let me cut it back down. I was like, I don't want to hear the roaches crawling in the wall.
Wow, that's gross.
Not saying we got roaches, but yeah. All right, this should be good here. I see dots.
You see dots?
Gee, I don't see dots when you
see
talk
this,
again.
You see the dots when I'm talking.
God dang, Vontrell. Fix it.
I don't know what to do.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just a monotone dude.
You what?
A monotone dude.
You are. You for the most part.
I know.
For the most part, when you get upset though, you get excited. Oh bitch! I just spit on you.
No,
damn.
You didn't. Nothing touched me.
I'm so sorry.
Don't touch me. Cut it out.
But you a pretty monotone dude for the most part, except for your laugh. Your laugh's not monotone at all.
It's not. But my mom's isn't. My dad's isn't.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I got like 5 laughs, depending how funny it is. I got that laugh.
I just got the same laugh.
That laugh that sound like I got cancer.
Y'all just don't know. I ain't fucking with this nigga right now. So.
And he won't tell me why.
I told him why. We've had the conversation several hundred times.
But I forgot. Okay, but if it happened again, and you
if it happens again, what's the point of me bringing it up? Because you continue to do it.
I'm saying if it did happen again.
But, go ahead.
If you're not bringing it up, then how am I gonna know I did it? Is it something that I maliciously did to you?
It's not anything you do maliciously. It's just something you just do because you just you. Like, I don't fucking know, but it's annoying.
What is it?
I'm not doing this.
So you're gonna sit there?
Cause I've gotten over it.
You really haven't.
I really have.
Let me tell y'all something. The entire car. First of all, we get in the car. I'm not really feeling you today. Why?
That was not it when I got in the car. I spoke. I said, "What's up?" And then
we got to driving after we got gas.
Yes, and he kept trying to talk to me, and I'm like, it's rude for me not to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm not really feeling you, bro. Like,
right.
I'm just not.
And then me trying to be a good friend. Why? I don't want to talk about it. We talked about it 10 times before. Even though we all do shit that's always gonna irritate each other. But yet you say you're over it.
I am.
But then right before we started recording, Devonn, one day somebody gonna clear your shit. And it's probably going to be me.
First of all, I said, you got to be specific when I told you.
What'd you say?
I said, I don't wish this upon you. But the only reason I would say this because I feel it's going to be me.
That's going to clear my shit.
Yeah. But it probably won't be. I ain't going to clear your shit. Because I'm over it. Look, what people fail to realize is I got dressed today. I usually get dressed for every show, but I got dressed today. Like, I probably should be seen after this when I leave the show. That's the type of dress I got dressed today.
Okay.
So when I get to that point, when I'm at that point, I feel like I'm over it. Because in the process of me getting dressed, I'm talking shit. And when I'm talking shit and I'm finally done getting dressed, I'll be like, damn, what was it? So,
right.
That's like how I feel. So by the time I got dressed and I came downstairs, I was over it. But then, when you tell yourself you over it, and then it's easier to be over something when the person is not there. So when I got in the car, I was just like, what's up? And then I thought because Kiana was in the car, we'd be cool. I ain't have to say much. It was what it was. And then when she got out of the car, this nigga wanted to talk. And I just was like, I just didn't want to be rude, so I had to say something.
Because as much as you try and, like, keep me at a distance, I know you well enough. I read you now.
You really don't.
You've already told me. I get in the car and I stare out the window, look in my eyes and see what's wrong.
Because
like
who the fuck wants to be read all day, every day? Like, that ain't...
Nobody wants to.
Right.
So you don't read me all day, every day?
No. I mind my business.
That's real.
Unless we're in the same room and I like feel it, like
I feel it all the time.
Cat.
Why you think I ask you every day how you feeling?
That's all cap. Because I be feeling fine 90% of the time.
And I make sure that I always check on you.
Cut it out.
You don't. I don't always check on you.
I don't fucking need this.
Just, I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. Trying to understand where you're coming from. I really am. If it's something I didn't do, something that I did that wasn't malicious, but it's a part of me that I do. Again, we can let it go.
We have to, because I let it go.
But you didn't, because you just
But
said
I
on the
did.
podcast. You just said that you did
I
it.
told you I got dressed. Once I got dressed, I let it go.
But you just said, and this is my thing. You can say one thing, but you say, but there's shit that you said that contradicts it. It just doesn't make sense.
Because I only said something because I didn't want to be rude and not say anything. Like, it's rude for me to sit there and you to be saying stuff to me and I'm just sitting there not saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather tell you I'm not feeling you.
Mm-hmm. Which is fine.
Right. Yeah. So, and that's just what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you the one that brought it up.
I didn't.
Since we've been recording, you have. She's like, y'all, I'm not feeling him.
Cause it's just I felt like it was an awkward pause, and when, yeah, I want to smoke.
Light it up
Just
then.
one good time.
Smoke it
One
up then.
good time.
I told you want the physical smoke or you want to bar up?
I don't know. A little bit of both.
Let's do it.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it because I don't want to say nothing stupid. You know when you like real mad and you real ignorant. Yeah, and then I have a way with words, so I don't want to say some shit that's just tricky off the tongue because I'm so fucking mad and I ain't mean it. And then that's something that floats around in your head forever. Like that time I said that one stupid shit when I came out the freezer. So
right.
yeah, I just would rather let it boil down at least before I unleash it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way I look at it is I can't sit here and continue to pick on you and tell you, talk to you and get you to say it because if you say no, you say no.
Sit on that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it on that. In other news, though, what the people don't know about me, Vontrellduh, I'm a gamer. And a version of my game was just updated.
What game is that?
That's not important.
So, why would you?
Because I'm excited about the game. That's why I brought it up. So.
I mean, you said it on the podcast before, and you told me to keep it.
No, I didn't. I told you to edit it out. Did you edit it out?
No, you told me to keep it.
Oh my gosh,
You
that
told
is
me
so
to keep
embarrassing.
it. You told me to keep it.
That's like really embarrassing.
But you told me to keep it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You said edit out, then you said fuck it.
No.
Bro, I promise.
I promise you I didn't. I don't think you were talking to me.
No.
Yeah.
You. He never asked for anything edited out. Because
Oh.
he just be saying shit. Was that me or was you? I could have sworn I kept that. We can go back and listen to it later.
Man, that's a lot.
I want to make sure I get
That's
it right.
a lot. I feel like I sound good right now.
You do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's loud to me, but I have my headphones up. So, like, if I bring it all the way down, that's your headphones. Like, if I bring mine down here, I only hear myself. I barely hear myself, but now I'm up, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I never have an issue hearing either one of y'all.
And I don't really have issue hearing you either.
But we be here, though. I feel like that's the difference.
Yeah, probably. Because, I mean, I keep both mine in. Maybe it's because you hold the headphone like you got a headache.
I don't. I just want to be heard. That's why I'm holding it.
But every week you...
Because sometimes I just be sitting here like, yeah, especially when y'all be talking about something I know I don't got no business talking about. I just be yeah, man.
One thing we want to get to, though, very, very, very sad situation, man. Rest in peace to Kobe and Gianna Bryant.
Yeah.
That fucked me up.
I fucked a lot of people up.
I'm still fucked up. I didn't really...
It's just unreal.
Yeah.
It's unreal. It's random, and it makes you feel like, man, I really gotta fuck with a few people a lot harder than what I actually do. So we take life for granted so much sometimes, and And to think like he had I was seeing something earlier when I was on Bruin. I took a break and I was scrolling and I saw this post that he was on A-Rod's podcast and he was talking about how he fly helicopter because he wanted to spend more time with his family and being stuck in LA traffic is just too much. And I was like, man, but had you gotten a car, you probably,
had he not picked up that habit of helicopters, because he did that for everything. He took it to the games.
Yeah.
And I could, when someone who visited LA, I type in something in GPS, 15-minute drive. I get in an Uber, 30, 40 minutes, bro. Trash.
And you have to pay for that, right? That 40-minute ride?
Yes. Yes. Well, yeah, I think you do got to pay by time. I thought, yeah. No, the rate's locked in. No. I think you're thinking of a taxi, I think.
Oh, yeah.
A taxi charges you by, like, the minute or whatever. But
man,
Uber,
that would piss me off.
Yeah, but Uber and everything, that charges by, like, but just a flat rate that what they give you. I think, and which is based off distance, but I understand that completely. So when people are saying why is he in a helicopter and this and that, there's a reason why. It's easier for him to get around.
Yeah, it was definitely easier to get around. You was in traffic a lot less, and you was only in air for like what, 10 minutes?
10 minutes easily, yeah.
So I get it. I do, but man,
how do you feel about some of the conspiracy theories going around? I think
I saw something today. Like they said, a cartoon predicted the death like back in like 2017. I don't know if you saw that. I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
that's scary.
It is scary. Really. But then again, when all that should be happening and then it be on The Simpsons,
9/11,
like
Simpsons. Yes, I think Johnny Bravo predicted something else too.
Somebody else said that. I know what you're talking about. I can't recall what it was, but I know exactly what you're talking about because I remember reading that. But yeah, yes. The Simpsons usually be scaring me because I remember when they predicted that Prince was gonna die. They sent Homer to kill Prince. Like, yeah,
that shit crazy.
It was crazy, and sure enough, Prince died. So,
well, Prince could. I mean, well, everyone dies eventually.
Yeah, but do you believe there's like another?
I do and I don't because I'm afraid to get into some conspiracy theories because there's such like rabbit holes and it'd be like really, but some stuff you just can't ignore. Like,
but some stuff is really connected.
Yes, like had the fact that cartoons have predicted so much over the course of all the years.
But if you think about it, the people who are behind some of these cartoons, like The Simpsons, it's Freemasons behind those. So I don't know if you know what a Freemason is.
I know what a Freemason is.
Okay.
Excuse me. I know what a Freemason is.
Cool, because I damn sure didn't want to get into it.
Yeah.
But it's Freemason behind those, and they pretty much know, like, all the predicted chaos that's supposed to happen. They put it in these shows. They put it in our face. They tell us what they're doing before they do it. And people just look at it as entertainment. Some people don't want to believe that this is really what's happening in the world. Like, no, it is.
Yeah,
like,
and it's right in front of us, too.
It is. And then, like, even when I was watching the Grammys last night, great segue. Ooh. It felt weird watching it because it's so much going on in the world. And here I am getting my life to Lizzo in this Versace custom outfit. Sick.
Was it?
It was. Oh my god.
What was your favorite part about the outfit?
The fur.
Let me look it up.
Because you ain't see it.
I was scrolling.
Actually, no, I posted it on my story. You saw it on my story, or unless you just tapped through it. But my IG stories, it was on there. I loved.
It's gone now. It's only Cardi. I gotta look it up.
Oh yeah, Cardi was in custom Mugler, which was sickening. I love the fact that she did the Mugler again this year because last year she showed up in Mugler. She performed in Mugler. So I like that we're carrying out this Mugler theme at the Grammys. That was pretty dope. And then
there's no fur in this. She wants to change
outfits? That's the second outfit.
Okay.
Yes, but the arrival outfit was the white dress with the fur. But even that second outfit is Versace, and then the
she wore 3 outfits.
Yes, her performance dress.
The black one
was yes, that's Christian Siriano. So it's like yes, Lizzo came correct last night. She gave me all the life I needed when it came to looks, and she had a good night last night. So she took home 3 Grammys. So
what she took home the Grammys for?
One of them was the best pop solo performance. Let me look at it. Best pop performance. Lil Nas X and his Versace outfit was cute too. He had on the pink get up.
This all white.
Yeah,
That's
that
fire.
all white. His pink get up. And one thing I love about Lil Nas X's choice in fashion is that it's always some type of saucy. Like, you look at him now and you be like, oh, that nigga saucy.
Before he came out, did you ever think that he was saucy?
You know what's crazy? Before he came out, like, outside of listening to his music, I don't feel you was really seeing him.
That's real.
So after he came out, I feel like we were seeing him a lot more, and I'm loving it. Like, I'm loving it. This nigga wore a whole harness last night.
He also performed with Nas.
He did.
That was fire.
That was fire. I'm like, ooh, now that Nas accepts it, y'all can shut the fuck up about his name now. Like, oh my gosh.
See, I'm looking here. Billie Eilish walked away with album of the year.
Yeah, she walked away with like 4.
That's
Best
amazing.
new artist, album of the year,
Record of the
song of
year.
record of the year, and then it was another one too.
Song of the year and record of the year. Isn't that almost the same shit?
Yeah.
Because a record is a song and a song is a record. And the same song won it. But I mean, and that article about the Grammys. There's a pending suit against the Grammys because of all the fuckery that they got going on. Like within them, like I forget.
We all knew it was some type of fuckery going on in the Grammys.
But now it's confirmed, and that's the thing that's like, really sticking out like a sore thumb. And the report is extremely detailed, and it talks about the different kind of things that that this lady had went through, some type of sexual harassment, that it's like feels like a boys club, that a lot of the voting isn't even done correctly. It's a lot of shit going on.
I mean,
bro.
we knew voting wasn't done correctly, though. Like,
like
this has been
Macklemore
something
and
for
Kendrick,
years.
yeah.
This has been something going on for years. But record of the year went to Billie Eilish, Bad Guy. I actually went and listened to the song.
It's nice.
It is a nice song.
Her album's not bad either.
It's not. Like, I went and listened to all that shit last night. It's really not. Because I'm like, if they're saying if she got record of the year, album of the year, and she even said she thought it was going to go to Ariana, I thought it was going to go to Ariana because Ariana had a great year. That bitch, her album was definitely bangy.
Bangy?
Yes. Because
some bangers?
It was some bangers on there. When I was getting dressed, I was listening to In My Head. So
I never heard that.
yeah, she got some hits on that album.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so I thought it was gonna go to her as well, but it didn't. It went to Billie, and then song of the year went to Billie. Best new artist went to Billie. Best pop solo performance was Lizzo. Best pop duo went to Lil Nas X. What's one do we care about?
So we care about Tyler.
We do care about
We care
Tyler.
about. I ain't gonna lie. Like I know he was ringing down. I'm just like, we care about Tyler.
I wasn't finna read all of them, just the ones we care
Thank
about.
you.
Cause Tyler got the record of the year, and you know what? I was definitely fucking with his performance. Like, I'm just here for the buffoonery of it all.
Yeah.
Like,
the fact what I saw in the clip was Boyz II Men and Charlie Wilson singing the hook to Earthquake around the.
But he didn't perform
Inner
Earthquake.
Fire.
That's not the song he performed.
He performed.
It was something else with him yelling and screaming, and he was
doom 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 doom.
I don't know what
Igor's theme, I think it was called.
Okay, because
I
he
don't
was
know where
out
I'm
there
going.
dancing and fucking it up,
Going crazy with the
Okay.
blonde wig.
With the blonde wig, man, that bitch was secured. Stiff well, okay. That shit there, I was like, man, I don't even fuck with the kid, but that shit definitely made me want to fuck with him.
Do you think that you're gonna start listening to him now?
No. I'll go listen to his album since it was record of the year just to see, what all the hoopla is about. So
I'm not even upset at it, even though some people didn't like
I wasn't upset at it either.
because some people were saying, that it's not rap versus it is being rap because he's a rapper, but it's not technically a
How come
rap,
it's not rap?
album. And listening to it, honestly, there's
I mean, he even said he feel it was a pop album anyway.
it was genre bending. It was kind of in
Yeah.
between. There are some times on the song where he's saying like bars back to back, but it's not traditional rap music.
No.
Like
But
bar,
what
bar,
is
bar, hook.
traditional rap music these days?
It's changing so much.
It is. They've been calling me forever.
Who's that?
Drive Time.
What's that?
It's this car lot place. I just was up one night doing shit, and I like.
Call up place?
No, it's this car place. It's a car
Oh.
lot, and I got approved for a car. But
Okay.
here's the thing:
Mm-hmm.
I'm not finna. I don't got $10,000
Yeesh.
for that, and I don't want to be locked in no car for a long time.
Goddamn.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
10 grand?
Yeah, because I'm giving in anyway. Because I'm like, fuck it. Like I was trying to hold out and just buy a car outright, but that's taking too long. I'm just gonna get a car note, but the car note can't be anything over $200. And I know if I go and I get a $10,000 car, my car note is gonna be over $10,000. I'm sorry, $200.
Over 200 for how many years? That's gonna be a while too. Yeah.
When I can go and get, it'll be an older car, but the car note, like the older cars right now are ranging between $3,000 to like $5,000-$6,000. Even if I was to go down, put like $2,000 on like a $5,000 car, my car note is gonna be under $200 because if the car is $5,000, I put $2,000, it's $3,000 down. They're gonna want to finance that for a certain amount of years, and then I'll pay it off in time anyway. So
either way, it look like some tough shit.
Yeah, but they want me to come in and get a car. They've been calling me, and I've already told them I'm not interested. I already got a car.
Are they following up?
But I already told them I got a car. So, and I didn't think I was going to get approved. I got approved and was like, oh, shit, I'm going to bed. Like, I'm going to bed.
How fast did they approve you?
Like, instantly I got approved for a car. And I didn't think I was going to get approved. But, I mean, I've been working on my credit. My credit has reached fair. So, I was just doing some shit and some shit went through, and I was like, okay, so since I know it works now, what am I actually about to do? And I've been planning some shit out. So,
bro, I didn't tell you. My credit score went down.
No, you told me.
I freaked the fuck out.
You told me that.
I freaked out. And then I thought Chase was fucking with my credit card, too, but it was just me. I was just spending too much money. So
because that limit went up and you went crazy.
It definitely did. So I've been getting and I keep the text message alerts on. So every time I use my credit card, anything over $1, which it always is, of course, bing, 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 like 3 texts and an email. Which I prefer that because when my shit got tapped by Facebook, I got super paranoid. So but my credit score went down, bro. I just can't figure out why. Like I need to sit down and call them and talk to them on my next off day, which is what I should have got up today and did, and figure out why my credit score went down if I'm not over my limit. Granted, my usage rate is high because I've been using a lot lately, but I'm still making payments on it, and I'm not late on payments, automatic payments, and even when I do pay, I pay more than the minimum.
So it'll go back up.
Did better. That's a fat ass drop. I dropped by 67 points.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I was fucking hot.
That's absolutely horrible.
Or I was freaking the fuck out. I was trying to get my shit again. But then I'm looking at all my transactions. Nothing's missing. And I get text messages every time I use it. And I have LifeLock.
Look, my shit's sitting at a pretty 605. So. And it's only going up. So shit.
Oh, God, I'm tired. Congratulations on your growth, sir.
Thank you.
And keep growing.
Yeah.
The sky's the limit.
Yeah.
I wonder what's up. You can't get a perfect credit score, though, can you?
A perfect credit score?
Yeah, I don't think you can.
How come I can't?
No, I'm saying in general. Like, it's impossible. I don't think someone can.
Why is it impossible?
I don't know, because, like, the criteria is way too crazy. Like, because you have to spend money in order to do it. And if you're spending money, I guess you wouldn't have perfect credit. I don't think it's possible to get a perfect credit score.
Like a even 800?
Yeah.
But I'm sure someone has it.
800's a limit?
I don't know. I thought it was like 860 or some shit like that.
I assumed it was like 1,000.
No. It stops at like 8 something, if I'm not wrong.
Nah, but I mean, so what kind of car you thinking about getting?
I was looking at a few different cars. I mean, all the cars that I was looking for was going to be like 08s or 09s because those are what's
10, 11 years old.
Yeah, and those are like $5,000 cars right now. So I saw a Charger.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I didn't know how I felt about that, though. So, and then I saw a Honda. But all I thought about was Megan was, bitch, keep talking this shit from your Honda. I was like, am I going to be that bitch in the Honda? Like,
the highest you can get is 850.
850, okay.
850 is the highest you can get. That's, oof, that making me mad.
Somebody got an 850. I know that
somebody
for sure.
Is, but that just makes
it's
me
hella
mad
people out here with 850 credit score. Hell, I'm going to speak my shit into existence.
Get you an 850
then. Credit score.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
What else have you speaking to existence lately?
Me and this car. That's definitely a big one. I've been speaking into existence whatever is going on with my body right now. I hope that's
Definitely.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, 'cause yeah, I still haven't went to the hospital. Like when I said I went to the hospital, I didn't go to the hospital. I started to go to the hospital, but then I didn't.
So why you come up with a whole story?
That's why I wasn't listening to you.
No, but you. I'm not gonna repeat what you told me.
Oh, because
Yeah.
that's what I was told to do. That's what I was told to do.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
And I did it, but it didn't.
Never helped like that.
Yeah.
You know what would have helped? Going to the hospital.
But here's the thing, though.
he like it's like bitch.
Here's the thing. See, it stopped hurting, and it hasn't been hurting at all, like at all. But then, like, I'll make a sudden movement, and then it just hurts so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, because I feel like if I go, and then they'd be like, "Oh, you're fine."
Rather that than because what do you know right now?
That it hurt from time to time.
But I mean,
I'm gonna go.
Good.
I'm gonna go. I don't know when, but I'm gonna go.
Cause I'm a little surprised you went, or at least that you told me that you went. Like, actually, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm not surprised that. Okay, so in my mind, I thought you went, so I wasn't surprised because like, I know like I said, the whole car thing and like money situation. You're very particular about where you go. I'm thinking like, damn, like I hope he makes the best decision for his body and goes. So I'm glad you went. But then again, they told me you didn't go.
No, I didn't go.
I'm not surprised.
But I didn't go.
Yeah, because then when we're texting, you made it seem like you actually went.
Oh, I know. I'm convincing. I know. But in my mind, I was going. But then Kiana came over. And I got high. And I really didn't feel anything then.
I bet not.
So exactly.
Yeah.
So that was that.
I think way I feel about it is at one time, like especially coming from the medical field, I get it. They the people who want to waste trips and do shit like that. But I think if you go get it checked out and they say no, you're good, or it's not that deep, or here's a simple remedy, it'll get it out of the way for you. So having this thing of like, should I go? Should I not go? You know what I'm saying?
I guess, because I want to eat.
When last time you ate?
Yesterday. Yesterday, but I eat in such small portions now because I don't want to use the bathroom. So
I got you.
Yeah.
That's rough. It's like a trap.
It isn't. It isn't. So FaceTime with my friend, and he was like, "Fred, you lost weight," and I was like, "No."
As we've all been talking, I'm looking at your face now. You definitely lost weight.
You're looking at these brows and how thick they are.
I'm looking at your cheeks.
And these brows.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not looking.
Because they looking real heavy on my face, and let me tell you, they are.
Your brows hurt?
No, I said heavy.
They're heavy.
Yeah.
Why are they heavy?
Because carrying around perfection is heavy. He wasn't ready for that.
I'm not gonna give me like a legit exam. I gotta relax more, man. I just gotta be prepared for the dumb shit, boy. You're wild.
You know these brows is perfect right now.
I don't know what good brows look like, bro.
This.
I just be
Real talk.
only brows.
Real
I
talk.
pay attention to eyebrows, man.
Everywhere I go, bitches be staring at my brows, and I be sitting here like, yeah, girl, y'all need to quit playing and go see Ashley at Lavish.
Shout out to Ashley.
Shout outs to Ashley. She got me sitting.
You about to get Ashley all the bread, huh?
All the bread. I'm telling you, when I make it big, I will be flying her out. It's okay to come and do these brows because
it's a trust thing. That's how I feel about my barber.
And then the way she does them, she frames them to my face. Other people just cut them hoes.
Right. But she makes it fit your face.
Yes, and she keeps them thick. And my shit, I got a natural arch, so you don't have to arch my shit at all. So brows is sitting. I wish I was 100% so I can go see somebody. Give me a meal. Hey, Devonn. Oh man.
But I ain't gonna say.
I know. I know. I
Um,
know.
Nah, like for me, I was talking to my friend about this the other night, but it's the same way with men and barbers. Like when I remember 50 Cent had a barber and his name was 50 Cent's barber,
Yeah.
and he went with him everywhere he go.
Yeah.
If I had it my way, if my barber wasn't a family man, like a really big, I would fly him out. What'd you say?
Anything?
You just mouthed something.
I didn't mouth anything.
Because it wasn't meant to be said.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. You're annoying. Anyway, if I had it my way, dude, I'd definitely fly my barber out.
Period.
Like I used to tell him growing up, like shout out to Vance at Campbell's Barbershop too.
Period.
But I used to tell him like, man, wherever you move, I'm moving. We moving to Kansas, Topeka, we out of here. Because it's hard to find a barber that you can trust. Plus, like, I don't know how it is between your eyebrows, but when you have a barber,
It's like that.
it's just like that. We
It's
guys
just like that.
talk about life and talk about everything.
Yep.
It's just like mentorship, man. Like a man without a barber or eyebrow or something like
I mean,
that.
it's just
dangerous.
anybody who you see on a regular basis who is helping you be the best you that you can be.
Correct.
So it's like the bitches who get their hair done faithfully. They have a relationship with that person.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Ashley has been doing my eyebrows for the past 5-6 years. Of course. I mean, she knew me when I was a teenager.
Right, and she see you grow up.
Yeah,
And
literally.
she's literally super intimate with you, literally in your face.
Exactly. So, I mean, she done had 2 kids within these 5 years, and her beautiful little children. So, yeah, we know. We talk.
Yeah, that's how I feel about my barber Vance, man. He seen me grow up from a high school kid into the man that I'll becoming. I've sat here and seen him turn to someone who's single, to a married man. He's changing his body around. He was pre-diabetic. He's working out more. He always puts me up on game. And he always keeps it straight with me. When I'm being dumb, I'm being dumb. Always keeps it straight with me. Like, I really feel like a man without a barber, it sets you back if you don't have a consistent barber. And I'm not just saying that as a joke. I mean that literally because that's a bond that you build. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I grew up in a barbershop. Every week we were there. Even when my dad would get all the ball fades, and my head was super smackable. I mean, it still kind of is, but there's more of a sound effect to it when you got the ball fade with alcohol on it, you know?
I guess. Yeah.
I threw you alive. You gonna catch that?
What was it?
You know, before we really put a button on, we've been kind of everywhere this episode.
We have.
But do you want to say to put a button on the Kobe thing?
To put a button on the Kobe thing. I mean, I feel like Pierce is gonna close it out for us next week.
He is, and that's why we're kind of hesitant to talk about it because Pierce really wants to talk about it. So
He does.
That's why we're kind of hesitant about it.
I mean, everybody felt that hurt. Whether you watched basketball, whether you didn't watch basketball, you knew who Kobe Bryant was.
Yeah, man.
So it's just a really sad situation. Everybody who was lost in that situation is just real sad.
His daughter too. Like I've been sitting there imagining in my mind because I imagine they sat next
I just
to
been
each
thinking
other.
about his wife and his
3 other daughters.
Yeah, like I couldn't imagine. Like I saw a post and it said, it seems like I say it a lot, but I scroll a lot, y'all. And the post said it was like, we're all moving on, but keep in mind it's a family grieving. Several families are grieving right now, and they're gonna be grieving for a while. So like,
Be respectful.
Yeah, be mindful.
It's just
Go ahead.
It just reminds me that again, same thing with Nipsey, that life is short.
Mm-hmm.
Life is super duper short, and anything can happen at any given moment. Mm-hmm. And the fact that he had his daughter with him to go coach at a camp. All the kids at the camp are waiting on him.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a photo of all the kids sitting there praying, and that this helicopter crashed. And at first, when I heard it, I didn't believe it, bro.
Really?
Like, as a diehard sports fan and someone I know you're not the biggest sports fan, but as a diehard sports fan, bro, and Pierce.
I mean, it just didn't seem real when you heard it.
Correct, because Kobe's like invincible to us.
Yeah,
like,
and then when Pierce said it, I was like, shut the fuck up. This is not real.
I told Pierce. He told me. He's like, no, he didn't. I'm like, nigga. Yes, he did.
Yeah, and by the time y'all told me, I'm like, this is not real. Shut up.
Bro,
like,
I sat there at work. I remember Dwayne came out of the back and said, yo, Kobe's dead. I said, what? Shut up. You lying. Kobe's dead. Take out my phone, yada, yada, yada. Plane crash. I saw TMZ report it. I was waiting on second place. Then I saw Fox report it. And I'm like, no fucking way.
Yeah, what's crazy is after Pierce sent it, and I started seeing it everywhere after that, all up and down my timeline. It's still all up and down my timeline.
Yeah,
Like,
it's gonna be up there for a long time, bro.
Yeah, I give it about a week.
Probably maybe a week and a half, bro. The basketball season's still going.
Yeah, you're right.
So, like, if you
Right.
like, I don't know if you. I just called a man before we started recording, but the NBA is gonna push back a game, the Lakers and Clippers, to a different day out of respect to let everybody mourn.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how Kobe passes away, and the Lakers and Clippers. I don't know if you noticed, they both play at Staples Center. Like, that's both their home court. They just changed the decal, whatever team was the home game. But now both LA teams are playing in LA the day after this man passes away.
Yeah, they can push it back.
That's crazy. Like, they made all the players play last night.
I mean, last night it was the Grammys. Wasn't nobody playing last night?
No, yeah, there was
they was
a
playing?
bunch of NBA games yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like 7 or 8.
But the Grammys is at the Staples Center last night.
Correct.
Okay.
The NBA games were at the Staples Center. Just NBA, the league in general across the country.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like they made them play. It was rough sight. Players crying on
Oh,
the
yeah,
floor.
I see that.
They're doing dedication by taking a 24-second shot clock. Like, do you know why they did that? So, you know the shot clock, right?
I know what the shot clock is.
So Kobe's number was 24.
And his jersey, yeah.
His number was, he had 2 jerseys, 8 and 24.
8 and 24, yeah.
So what they do is, right, when you check the ball in and you're in the backcourt to bring it up to the court that you have to score on, you have 8 seconds to do it. So what they do is they sit there and they take the 8-second violation on purpose. Both teams agree to it to allow it to show respect to him. And then they would take a 24-second violation from the shot clock to show respect for him too. So both teams take that turnover, you know? And I know one player, Trae Young, who plays for Atlanta, he came out and wore number 8. He normally wears number 11, but he wore number 8 and had his name on it and warmed up in it out of respect for Kobe. And then what's even doper, is crazier, Trae Young and Devin Booker both combined to score 81 points last night. And 81 was Kobe's career high total, which is the second most scored in an NBA game ever. They both combined for 81 points.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It's
so what were the conspiracy theories that you heard?
Some conspiracy theories that I read, well, I know I picked up some chicken last night, and she was saying how, like, well, it's just general speculation. But, you know, she was saying how is someone who's a multimillionaire have a plane or an aircraft that isn't checked on a daily? Something don't seem right about that. And I'm just like, I hear what you're coming from, but stuff happens. You know, like, this stuff just happens. I'm not trying to knock what she's saying, because I guess in some way it could be true, but at the same time, sometimes this shit just happens out of nowhere.
You already know, I'm not saying too much because I don't want people to think like I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Right, and people to slander you and shit.
Because you already know how I feel about it.
Plus, it's really soon. It's super soon. It was yesterday for people.
It is super soon, but you already know how I feel about it. You already know how I am when it comes to that outside of this.
Right.
So
I just think that it's really soon to create that, but which sometimes
it is entirely soon to create that. Like, this man, people just lost their father, their husband, their
brothers,
son. Yes,
all that, man.
Like, chill out.
It's fucked up, and like the fact that his daughter was there too, and I could just only imagine them sitting on a plane, sitting on an aircraft together. And he's literally, I'm assuming they sit next to each other.
They're about to die.
Like, when you go, what do you want to be remembered as?
I really don't know. I have this theory of when I do go, no one would know. I don't know why, but just no one would know. Not because I would want it to be that way. I just, I have a thought that I might not get married. I might not have no kids. It might just be me and my dog Diwali. Like, no one would. It would be days until somebody found me, and then by the time they found me, I don't know.
Do you think the people wouldn't be sad?
I think people would be sad because I'm a character, and I know for certain people throughout life, once they met me, it's kind of hard to forget about me. So I definitely feel that. I don't know. I guess I'd want to be remembered as
It's a heavy ass question.
It is. I want to say a peaceful, wholesome human being, but that can mean a lot of things.
Right. You're looking for something that's catered to you specifically.
I mean, I don't know, because certain people, I'm already knowing the first thing that's going to come out of people's mouth when I pass away is, damn, that nigga was funny as hell. So
The people who don't know you probably gonna say that, like a real surface reaction.
People was gonna say that a lot. And then for everybody else, it might be, you know, how complex I was, or it's gonna be random things that people didn't know about me, like this nigga ironed his scarves whenever he put one on, or something like that. Like I don't know. I feel like it's just gonna be a bunch of random shit that I never knew people noticed, and that's what they're gonna miss about me the most. So.
Right, they didn't realize why you were here, but now you're gone. Or excuse me, would be gone, and they're like, "Oh my god."
Yeah. But I mean, I guess as long as people say he was kind, he was smart, he was fashionable.
That's all you care about.
No, that's not all I care about. But as long as people have good things to say about me, then I that's all you could really ask for. So I mean,
that's how I feel too.
Yeah.
I just want people to know, like. Obviously, like, I want people to see my flaws and my downfalls. So that
why do you want people to see your flaws?
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
My flaws and downfalls so that they can learn from it and make them like themselves better. But I do want to be remembered for making change, always being there for people, being given. Like, I don't think anyone could call me selfish, ever. And I take a lot of pride in that because I've always been raised as someone, and I love making a difference in other people's lives. So I've always wanted to do that. Like, so when I go, I want to be known as someone who's always selfless, always want to be like a helping hand. That's primarily what I'm going to be remembered for. Always being someone who's able to help somebody, like, make their life better.
That's better than my answer. I mean, I still stand by my answer.
I got you.
Because I don't know.
It's a lot to think about. And granted, I overthink, and I think about a lot of things I shouldn't be thinking about. So for me, like why would I be thinking about that at 23 when I got a lot of stuff to be focused on?
I mean, but you can drop dead right here, right now, in this moment.
I could.
You could.
So, but.
And it'll probably go viral because I'd be sitting here, it's on camera, and I'm like, oh my God.
This nigga dead.
Honestly, I would have froze the fuck up.
Really?
Before I would have did anything, like reacted. Like, this nigga just dropped dead in front of me. Like, oh my God. Yeah.
You cuss me. I'm still mad at you. Get up.
Yeah.
Hey, shit.
This ain't funny. His host ain't beating y'all. Oh my God. Headset on and off.
It's ISD.
Oh my God.
Oh. It's Vontrellduh.
No, it's not. I'm out. Scarred for life.
Would you even call the police before you left?
Oh, how else am I gonna leave? You think I'm just gonna get in your car?
You just said I'm out of here. I just want to make sure you at least call somebody before you leave me left for dead.
I would not leave.
At least
for dead.
You just said you would.
No, I would not.
You said I'm out of here. Fucking dick.
I'm horrible in these situations. I kid you not. I'll tell you a story. My friend, the gay Darius, right. When I was staying with him in Texas, he came home from work and he was building houses, and he came home and like his whole body was cramping the fuck up. And it was to the point where you could see it. Like, you could see his
muscles moving. It's crazy.
Oh my God, he was in so much pain. Mind you, I was fresh off the bag. And I was sitting, so I was in another world, and then I was just in another world of not giving a fuck. He asked me, can you come take off my shoes? And I was like, what? I felt so bad after the fact.
You didn't take his shoes off?
I didn't.
Why?
As a matter of fact, I did take his shoes off, but instead of me actually bending down to take his shoes off, I put my foot out. And he took it and used it to take his foot out. Like,
so you helped?
I helped, yeah. And then after that, he asked me to call 911. And I was like, okay, where's your phone? Because he didn't have his phone on. He was like, it was in his book bag. I said, okay. I thought I got up. In my mind, I got up. But I was high. I was sitting there.
All right. Damn.
Looking
I know
at
he was
the
like,
bag.
bro, what the fuck are you doing?
I know. He was like, can you just bring me my book back? I'll do it myself. I'm like, I got it. Like, I got it.
Hello?
Right. Yeah. And then he was like, just give me the phone. And then I gave him the phone because I was just too hot.
Tweaking.
Tweaking hard. Yeah. But I was in such state of shock because when I got sober later, I'm like, oh my God, bro, how are you feeling? Are you okay? Like, it just took me a while. Shit, it was another time when Messiah was man down cold blue. And my ass was just, what? Like, everybody was coming at her so hot. It was
Really?
actually Kiana. Kiana was coming at her hot.
Oh, they got mad at each other?
Yeah, this is back when we was working at Walmart. And it was a bunch of shit going down. And I was late to work. I remember because I was taking selfies in the car. And I was dressed. Late to work. I get to work. She come at me. Everybody coming at me. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Like, I'm just floating around.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, 20, 30 minutes later, when I come down, I'm like, oh.
After
Bitch.
everybody got done yelling at each other.
Yeah, and everybody yelling at me. But, I mean, I reacted the right way. I denied everything. Y'all wasn't finna do my friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, even in the mix of me being blindsided.
Right. Well, it was the balance between your friend and your cousin.
No, because I told her, I'm like, bitch, my cousin coming from you on your own. But what was being said, because I can't do that. Like, my cousin is my cousin, and my friend is my friend.
Right.
So I'm going to stay out of it and let y'all do
That's how,
what it
yeah.
do. So
You can't pick a side.
You can't. But what was being said, cousin, we not going to do that. None of that was true at all. But none of that was true. So I denied everything, but I didn't realize what was going on until later. So, like, if truth and be told.
So, like, stress situations you're just not good in.
So, if you was to drop dead right now, I promise you I'm going to freeze up. Like,
being in the medical field, bro, like.
You can't do that. I know.
You can't, but, like, I'm numb to it. Like, when I was in paramedic school, bro, I ain't gonna say I've seen all the dead bodies. I haven't seen a bunch of dead bodies, but I've seen a few dead bodies and seeing a dead baby.
That doesn't bother. None of that bothers me. It's just certain situations, like you dropping dead, or like even say for instance when somebody come crying to me, I'll freeze up sometimes too. Like, ooh, girl, why you always coming to me with bad news? Like, I just like I do it because I love certain people, but I just feel like I'm horrible at comforting people. I'm horrible in situations like the ones with my friend who came home from work and was in complete disarray, and I'm just all in the bliss. So, yeah. And then I'm horrible with like situations like on Messiah. When, all in all, truth and be told, I just need to quit smoking. But I just be so
out of it.
I won't say out of it. I'll just be like, I just don't be wanting. Sometimes I just be wanting everything to be okay, and then I get everybody has that one friend that they unload on. It's just sometimes I feel like I am that one friend that everybody unloads on. So sometimes I be like, damn, like every time I turn around, it's something with somebody. Like, why y'all always coming to me with bad news? So sometimes I just freeze up because it's just so much and it's so overwhelming, and I just never know what to do. And then it'd be weird when it's me on the other end, because that's just unheard of and unlikely. Like, I know what happened the other day with Messiah. I called her crying, and I was just like, girl, I'm so sorry. Like, I just kept apologizing. And she was like, it's okay. Like, you don't know how many times it's been her. And I'm like, no, it's not, girl. I'm a thug. I don't cry. I don't cry. So, yeah. There was a question you said you wanted to ask me.
Since we've been on air?
No, I mean, you said you wanted to ask me on air. Oh, I know. It was about the Aaron Hernandez doc. Yeah.
Did you finish it?
Oh, yeah, I finished it. Are we waiting to talk about that, too?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's. And I ain't gonna front to you. I fell asleep in the middle of the second episode.
So you didn't finish it?
I fell asleep in the middle of the second
episode.
episode.
Wow, me and Pierce finished it.
And
you
I
made it a deal.
I made it a point to put it in there, and I fell asleep.
Wow, you're a sack of shit.
How?
Can you guys finish this so we could talk about it on Monday?
I did.
So what would have happened if Pierce would have been here?
We be shitty. Y'all be cussing me out.
Exactly. Wow. Because I watched all three of them back to back. I even went back and watched the first one over again because I was like,
I feel so bad.
Yeah, you should. Dinner on you.
Dinner on me?
Yeah.
How? I don't have a wallet.
You're right.
Oh, I got Apple Pay.
Period. But yeah, that's some shitty shit. Cause that was some dark shit. That shit was on my mind for a few days.
The first episode was the first episode was enough, and then like
honestly, the way they ended it, it was like he was talking to his daughter, and the mom was like, "All right, say bye bye to daddy," and then he was like, "It's never bye bye, see you later," and that was just the credits started right after that. I'm like, "Oh, y'all bogus as hell for editing it like that." Like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do.
The part that fucked me up was, at least from what I've seen so far, was the relationship between he and his mom. Like, I remember him being so mad. It's like, I'm so mad. If I saw you, I'd punch the fuck out of you. Like, I'm like, I can never, ever imagine saying that to my mom. My God. Like,
never.
That shit blew my mind, bro.
When we get mad at our mom, we go in our rooms and lock the door.
Not even. Ain't no like you locking doors in my house. Like, you ain't locking no fucking doors in my house.
Just, For me, it was always hearing my mom yell. Every time my mom yells, it just sounds like pins and needles. Like, I just hate hearing her yell.
Really?
Yes.
Does she have like a shrill voice?
It's not like it's shrill.
Or is it just the fact that she's yelling?
It's the fact that she was yelling. And then my mom, it just sounds like she's nagging when she's yelling. Yeah,
that's the worst.
Yes.
That's the worst.
Oh, my gosh. I really want to tell her, girl, if you don't. Like,
yeah.
But I would never. Like,
ever.
I know better. I remember one time I fucked up.
What'd you do?
I just told my mom she was being ignorant.
How old were you?
I had to be like 13, 14.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Mama.
She took off on me. Like, took off on me. Oh, man.
I remember when I was a kid, I forgot. Remember at school they give you the planners? Mm-hmm. I was like, I forgot my planner at home, Mom. Thanks for nothing. And I was like,
ooh.
I got fucked up, bro.
You needed to.
I definitely did.
Like, what you mean, thanks for nothing? Like,
I get hit for that one. I think I got hit for that one.
You needed to.
But then I remember, because my parents, they don't forget shit. Like, so like me.
No.
Because like I could do, my dad travels. So like he's been doing that for years. So like I used to be able to do something bad. Not able to do it. I just did the shit. I didn't like, he'll come back a week and a half later.
And beat your ass.
And by the way, like, it'll be like, you ever catch that in the car, you drive and all of a sudden they just turn around. And by the way, motherfucker, yada, I'm like, oh. Yeah. That back seat threatening.
Because you thought Jay forgot.
I thought it was sweet. Because I forgot.
Yeah, no.
So I used to think going to bed made me immortal, bro. I used to wear 2 pairs of underwear for a whooping. But then my dad go, take that off. Nah,
I didn't get whoopings much because I really wasn't like a bad kid. I had my moments, but it was never like a bad kid. So I don't know. If you let the parents tell it, it's something different.
I was a badass kid. Well, me and my parents can both agree on that.
I don't feel I was a bad kid. I was a quiet kid for the most part. Mm-hmm. And then when I met certain people, I went off the rails for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
And then I brought myself back down to earth, and I've been on earth ever since. So
you're not leaving?
I mean, I'm in my own world, but no. The way I was wilding back then, and I think about that a lot too, because it was just it was a certain amount of freedom to how I used to wild and how I am now. Like, I'm so much more conservative now. I'm so much more held back and
definitely
refined and all types of shit. So back then, I ain't give a fuck about nothing. I used to be in the middle of the streets singing and dancing to Born This Way. Like, I used to fall asleep at parks with my friends. I used to not go to school because
You got all that out your system, though.
I did. I wanted to kick it, and I definitely kicked it. And it was a fun summer, but what's crazy is I haven't kicked it like that since. Like, that was the first and last time that I kicked it like that.
For real.
Yeah, and had that type of freedom. Like, I don't know how we managed, but we didn't work not one job that summer.
How old were you?
I think I was like 16. We didn't work not one job that summer, but we always had money in our pockets. And somehow, some way, we was able to stay high, have food, and have our phones on. I just don't even know how we were doing it. Like,
magic.
It really was magic back then.
Teen spirit.
Yes, that's what you want to call it, teen spirit. Like, even when like me and the girl, you know, we not really all that cool no more. Like we converse, but it's never like how it used to be. But when we converse and you know we get to reminiscing and shit, I be sitting there and we sit there and we wonder like how were we able to do that? Like if we was able to do it back then with nothing, we should have a hell of a lot now.
Well, the fun's different because now, dude, that stuff
Yeah.
16-year-olds do.
You're right.
But you can't do that as 20-something because he gonna go to jail.
Man,
He has to go to jail.
Yeah, we was wild, young, wild and free.
Good song.
So, yeah.
Speaking of that, Wiz Khalifa sidebar, bro, I was at work and this old man, minimum 50s, 60s. I'm taking him off and he's literally, I'm on my level, yeah. You know, one shine to the road. What you know about that, Pops? I love Wiz.
You just heard a podcast with the older dudes, and they was like, you know, I'm shocked that I listen to a lot of these young dudes, and they listed off like a boatload of young dudes.
Oh, that was Griselda.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know Griselda's exact age, but you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But it just caught me off guard. Oh, it always
I don't
does.
know why. Good music is good music. Period.
real.
Like, I used to feel some type of way when I would listen to Chloe and Halle when they first came out, and they were like officially a thing because people knew them from YouTube as just the little girls who were singing.
Mhm.
And now that they got their own thing, people will be like, "Oh, they sound so grown. They sound so grown."
Well.
Or they little kids who out the band. But when I went to the concert, you know, they opened up for Beyonce and Jay-Z. They were one of the opening acts, and a lady who was way older than me, loved them. Like, absolutely were raving about them. And she was like, one of the things that I love about them is that I can listen to them and I don't feel like I shouldn't be listening to them. And I was like, okay. That's when I let go of any,
Interesting.
yeah, that's when I let go of how I was feeling about it. Because I'm like, I don't want nobody, like, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care because a good song is a good song.
Facts.
But I always felt like, you know, if someone was to go through my music library and be like, "Oh, you listen to Chloe and Halle?" Yeah, nigga, they fucking lit. Like,
Right.
they're
At this point, the
everything.
judgment doesn't matter at this point.
No, it doesn't matter. But when she said that, and she was way older than me, so she was like, "Yes, I love them," and ooh, I feel like she was raving about them, and I'm like, I love that. I fucks with that. So. Yeah, and it opened me up to a lot more music because I felt like I shouldn't be listening to this. Like, I don't know.
Like, that's how you felt about Tyler.
No, I have my reasons for Tyler. Tyler made me feel uncomfortable and that's why I don't listen to Tyler because certain things he just say just don't sit with my spirit well. Like, but that's only because when I'm listening to music, I'm listening to what they're saying. I'm listening to the beat. I'm listening to instruments and shit. So if he says some off the wall ass shit and it's like, oh. What?
Right.
I'm like, so I just like the Eminem album. I listened to that.
The Eminem album was nice.
It was nice. I got through it.
My favorite song is Stepdad.
That I don't have a favorite song. It was just something I listened to because I just felt like I had to listen to it because of the show to have an honest. But honestly, though, to have an honest opinion about it because before I was just like, whatever, it's something I'll get to, but I still feel the same.
I revisited Chance's album.
I heard. I was shocked because
was not feeling it.
you really wasn't, and you still not feeling it. So
I still feel the same. There's a few more songs like, okay, that's not as bad as I thought, but I still overall feel the same though. Nothing I go back and like. Oh,
did you listen to the new Megan that was released on Friday?
Bitch.
Yeah.
No, I haven't actually. I've only heard snippets. I've yet to listen to the actual song. Fire though.
Fire.
I was talking to two of my friends and they were saying how like that song is almost like a remake of the song. What the fuck's that song by Tupac? Shit, now I gotta find out. It was like I want to be a hood nigga. By Tupac. Oh, might as well be a nigga.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? And when they played it, it made sense. But I was thinking of the sample. The sample that's in that song is a Bootsy Collins song. I'd rather be with you, boo. Yeah.
What, the bitch song?
The Meg song. Yeah, the Meg
That's a
song.
Bootsy sample.
Yeah, like the melody in the back, like the keys. I can play for you when we get off because, you know, license and shit. So we don't get kicked off the air. But, yeah, like the sample in the back, it sounds just like Bootsy. Bootsy. I said Bootsy at first.
He did say Bootsy.
But I don't know, man. Music wise, I've been over to a lot more. Code of the Friend, I've been bumping him a lot lately. You should listen to him, bro. Super fire, super laid back, a lot of introspective stuff, but it's like super down to earth. Like it doesn't feel like you listen to a rapper. It feels like you kind of just listen to someone talk. Did you listen to Stormzy's album? You know what I'm talking about? The big UK rapper?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I listened to a little bit. The UK flows are so different.
They are, and I kind of like them.
It's a big changer for what we're used to, though.
Yeah.
But I like it. And, like, they actually talk about, like, a lot of substance.
I
At
mean,
least.
is it Pop Smoke from?
I don't know.
That's the guy that sang "Welcome to the Party," right?
I don't know. I can find out for you right now. Pop Smoke, Welcome to the Party. Yeah, Welcome to the Party.
He's from.
He is from. Oh, there's nothing down here to say where he's from.
But he's from England, or
I can kind of see that based off his accent.
right? And his flow is pretty different.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of Pop Smoke.
How come?
I don't know. I just like the flow, and it makes me feel wavy, baby. So
You should listen to Dave, Black Dave.
Black Dave.
Yes, his album that came out last year, Psychodrama. Classic. Bro, I called a high school basketball game on Saturday. First of all, it was great to be back in the sports world. I know for a fact I'm definitely going to pick up sports journalism.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to have to go back to school for it, but I know I'm doing something in regards to sports and commentating, whether it be color, whether it be a color. I was at work the other day, and I called myself. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be the colored commentator. So me giving just my quick analysis on it. And it felt great to get back into it, but it made me kind of realize, like, the impact of sports. Because even at this really tight and close games, girls are bumping into each other. They're going crazy. They're really competing and going hard. At the end of the day, they all shook it up. Like, sports has really kind of hit me these past few days. On top of, the fact we lost Kobe. And then I see these girls playing basketball. And then I see the fact that sports has impact on everybody. Because sports changes lives. Like, a lot of these dudes in NFL, NBA, if it weren't for sports, it'd be some street dudes. Either be in jail or be dead. A lot of them are, like, dudes who... Like, a lot of them are dudes who, gangbangers. That's why sometimes you see these players throw up gang signs and all this stuff when they get done, because that's where they from.
I mean, even if you saw in that the Hernandez doc, the guy with the long hair, he was like, people wouldn't fuck with us because we was playing the ball.
Yep.
Like, it'd be times he'd come out of a hallway and get a gun to the neck, and then they'd be like, oh, you was old dude in the game last week, right? He was like, yeah, okay, I fuck with you. That's some cold shit. Like, just be saving their lives.
It really, legitly does. And sometimes they get protected by the hood or whatever hood they grew up in, too.
Yeah.
So, I'm so glad. I played 8 different sports, primarily because I was a quitter. But I love what sports did for me, man. I love it. Not even just physical shape-wise. Like, that's the first time I got exposed to a lot of different people at once that I wasn't really cool with.
I played football.
How'd that work out? Did your stomach just grow?
No.
Oh. How did football work out for you?
It didn't.
Do you miss the shape it put you in?
It put me in no shape. I was in like 7th grade when
Nah, you not really got no shape.
Oh, exactly. So
you just got small with a big ass head when you was 7th grade.
Not even. I was still solid.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, my 7th grade I was a stick. With my head wobble.
If anything, I'm more of a stick nowadays. So.
Is there a sport you wish you would have tried and played?
Honestly, I wish I would have stuck probably to the football. I probably would have stopped after high school, but I'd be in such great shape right now.
Yeah, man.
So
definitely agree with that. I'm glad I swam as long as I did.
I don't know why you fat now.
But I could be fatter. Plus, like, when you've been doing athletic movement for so long, when you try and pick it back up again, it's not that hard. It doesn't take me as long to get back into it for someone who never really played sports like that.
It's true.
Like, the coordination's there. Plus, some skills you always keep. Now I have a lifelong skill. I'm always going to know how to swim. Like, that's for my safety, for my betterment. And I can change other people's lives when I teach them how to swim.
I can swim.
Really?
Mm-hmm. If it was a requirement.
Resign.
School,
So, yeah, it was.
Yeah, I know how to swim thanks to them.
Did you ever jump off the diving board, the big one?
Yeah, we had to.
You know what's crazy? When I took swim lessons, I was so much older than everybody in my class. I was in middle school, and they were all like 5th, 6th grade.
You know what? I was watching Grace and Frankie, and the guy is like 74, and he took a swimming class, and it was a boatload of kids, 3rd graders in there. So,
the crazy thing I felt was because they were so young, they were jumping off a dive board like it was nothing.
And your ass was scared.
Yes, because they don't know fear. I know fear because I was older. So I was sitting there.
Shaking in your Speedo.
Funny as fuck.
Am I?
Nah, yeah, but that's real though. I was in swim trunks then. That's the thing. One thing I hated about swimming was the speedos.
Speedos.
Yeah, I wish we would have wore. Plus, like I've always had hairy thighs. I was insecure about like my thighs, like my fat, anything really from like here to my knees.
Didn't you have to shave to swim?
No, you didn't have to. Only time they ever made us shave was for sectionals. My junior year, the coach made us do that. He made us shave because he was more serious about it. And he honestly, he was more serious about it. It was just his thing. Like all he did was coach swimming. Like the other coaches were like, you don't have to, but he made us. So we shaved every part of our body. I shaved. I didn't even have any hair on my forearms at the time. I don't have much now. But shave all that.
Really white.
Cause I'm ashy. But you mean like right here?
Yeah.
I'm ashy. You thought I was gonna lick it, didn't you?
You probably did.
I didn't lick it.
How would I know? I can't see.
You right, blind ass. I don't know why you didn't wear your glasses today.
Because I didn't want to see no bullshit.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So get away from the bullshit.
A period. Let's go.
Okay. Where we going?
I don't know.
See how that didn't work? Cause you said let's go. Dumbass.
You know what? It don't even matter because one day, a day coming near to you, all you gonna hear is keys, bitch. And when you hear them keys, I ain't even gonna say nothing. It's just gonna be me leaving. Like, that's me saying goodbye. That's me saying I'm ready to go. That's me saying it's over with. Hang it up.
What I'm gonna do?
Flat screen.
I'm gonna be like, all right, bro. I'm gonna see you later.
You ain't even gonna do that because I'm gonna be gone so quick.
I'm gonna see you.
Are you?
Yeah.
I don't think you will.
If we're here recording right now and you want to get up and leave, I'm not going to see you. That's the thing. You always try to be saying this reckless shit, but then I say this shit that makes sense. You be like, I don't need this, Devonn.
Because in my head, I just be complete savage. Like, hell no, you don't see me,
You talking crazy-ass game.
If I say you don't see me, you don't see me.
Even if I see you, I still don't see you?
Period.
Dickhead.
Like,
Fucking dickhead.
Whew.
Ooh, I just sniffed in the mic. But do you have anything else today, sir?
Do you?
We got Kobe. We're at an hour and 12 minutes. Did you still want to listen to the other recording?
I mean, we can do that on the way home.
Well, I don't have it on here. I only have it on the USB. Oh, no. Yes, I do. No, I didn't put it in Dropbox yet. No, I ain't got it. Drats.
It's fine. I'll do it when you put it in a Dropbox.
Okay, cool. Then that way you can just listen to it off my phone. So,
unless you want to have anything else you wanted to talk about. So just to be clear, we're going to talk about everything
Kobe-wise next week.
Okay.
Because there's definitely more to talk about.
Yeah.
Way more to talk about. Songs that always change your mood. What's a song that you listen to no matter what? Because I always hear you say, don't put me through it. But I've never had a song, at least not to my knowledge, that'll put me through it. I just listen to it. I feel whatever. Like, I feel like if I listen to slow R&B.
It's just certain songs, like when I'm, like Shirley Murdoch, As We Lay. It's such a slow song, and it's about spending a night with someone you're not supposed to spend the night with. Yeah, don't put me through it. Though I'm not finna go through it with you, Shirley. Not today. Like, or like Michelle, Something in My Heart. I'm not doing it because whatever it is, it's got me hooked on you, and I'm not gonna go through it. Ooh. So, yeah, like that's what I be meaning when I don't be trying to go through it because I don't. Even when like Escape comes on and it's a song called "Feels So Good" and that's talking about having a man and they make me feel so fucking good, bitch. I don't got no man. I'm not gonna go through it.
Right. So you let music really change your mood a lot. Like how big of an impact does music have on your mood?
It has a huge impact. Like it has a huge impact, especially like if I'm going through something, and if like I've made a playlist while I'm going through something, you definitely gonna feel the vibe. And if the vibe is like fuck whoever done pissed me off, you gonna hear it within the songs that comes on. Or if it's I just want to be absent-minded and pretty, you're going to hear absent-minded music and pretty shit. So, like 7 Rings, for example, or Flawless. Not saying that that's absent-minded music, but it's just that's music that makes me feel...
Just turn up.
Yeah. Yeah, because you wake up flawless.
For me, like, It just all depends. Typically, though, I can listen to whatever, and it's not gonna change my mood.
I mean, usually I can listen to whatever. It's not gonna change my mood. But if I'm going through something, it's yeah.
If I go through something, I think primarily I listen to a podcast. It takes my mind off it completely.
That's what I don't want to do. I don't want to hear nobody talking.
Because I'm thinking about, but I do it to distract myself. Because I know, like, say I'm going through heartbreak. I listen to a certain song. I know I'm gonna be like,
But if I'm listening to a song and I'm like really vibing with the song, I'm not thinking about that person. I'm not even thinking about what the fuck I'm going through. I'm thinking about this song and these lyrics. Because especially if I'm feeling whatever the fuck they talking about, like by the time that song is done, it's one of two things you gonna do. You either gonna hit repeat or you gonna move on.
Yeah.
So, and I'm a repeat type of person.
Me too. I repeat the shit out of a song.
Run that back. I need to hear it again, and I'll announce it too. Like,
yeah.
You know what song I've been stuck on for like the past month?
What?
You already know. That's the girl song.
Oh, I forgot the title of it though.
You tried it.
That's the one with the barber line, right?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
You tried it. I don't know why I'm so stuck on that song, but it just makes me feel.
Did something happen? Did someone try you?
Someone is always trying me. Example A.
Who's example A?
You.
How am I trying you?
You just tried me right there.
Because I asked you a question?
Yep. Trying me.
That's your fault.
No, I'm
being so sensitive.
I'm not being sensitive.
I'm definitely not trying you.
I'm saying, I'm just talking shit. But usually somebody is always trying me. I feel like that's why I'm so stuck on him. And it's a dog with him. I'm at the mall with him.
Do you feel like it's people trying you, or is your sensitivity so high that anybody could try you with doing anything?
No, because I don't feel I'm a sensitive person. Do you feel after dealing with me, do you honestly feel like I'm a sensitive person?
It all depends on what. Like, because I know me, I like my mouth, I just be saying shit sometimes. I be an asshole. So sometimes I can be like a dick. I think it all depends on what you talk about. Overall, though, I don't think you're sensitive.
Because I'm not.
Because we sit here and we talk shit all the time.
And I'm not a sensitive person. I know, honestly, always felt like, even though I know it isn't healthy to think this way, but I've always felt like for me personally, me showing emotion is a sign of weakness.
You told that to me before, yeah.
Yeah, and then I feel like because I'm gay, like it gives me even more reason not to be in my emotions. Like I'm in tune with my emotions, don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody to think like I'm holding back anything because of what I am and who I am, but I feel like people will try me even more if I was to be emotional or always be in my feelings, because I don't feel as a man I need to always be in my feelings. Maybe behind closed doors and I'm talking to somebody or I'm confiding in a friend, but other than that, outside of the privacy of my home, nobody will ever get that. Ever. What y'all gonna get is this savage ass nigga walking down the street.
I think the one thing I'm learning myself as an emotional person is that you have to I think, a lot of times we men say we men shouldn't show emotion, or we should check it better. I think both genders should check our emotions better for sure, but it's always the standard that women are expected to be emotional because they're women.
That's trash.
You know what I'm saying?
Because if you think about it,
the women handle shit a lot better than men sometimes.
They do. And these niggas, like, oh.
When men get emotional, we just end up not me. I know when I'm emotional, I'm not harmful to other people, but I know some dudes, like, they like to be
It's
tough.
not even being harmful to people. You can tell when a man is emotional because they're really talkative. And sometimes they're talking too much and they don't know when they're talking too much. Niggas talk more than females, and that's the gag right there. So, and I've known that because, I'm on both sides of the fence.
Right.
Majority of my friends are females, but I can honestly say and I've only been friends with one group of girls that's like actually we're all friends, and if there was an issue, they spoke on it regardless of what it was and how it went. And then outside of the group, if anybody was talking bad about one of us in the group, they was quick to check it. It was never no outside man. It was never no he say she say. It was addressed. And then after dealing with dudes like they'll talk about it, but then they'll go back and say slick shit or end up saying something that they wasn't supposed to say, or just all types of shit. Because you never, especially when a nigga is mad, like niggas be saying shit and then you be sitting there. I be sitting there because it just always happens to me. I be like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, wow. But you're only saying this because you're mad. So if you wasn't saying this, I wouldn't know anything. And it just was that. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I know way more than what I should know with a lot of people. And not because I fuck with these people. It's just 9 times out of 10, all the information that I've been told, it's been told to me out of spite. So, a majority of it has came from men. So, yeah.
It's really, really,
yeah.
really
And I just be sitting there minding my business.
I try like when I'm upset or be upset at another person, like I do my best. And if I ever have done it wrong, please let me know. But if I'm ever upset at someone, I do my best. My fault. And I'm like cool with them. I do my best to not just air out all their shit. Like that's my thing. Cause I mean, like say I'm pissed off at you or whatever. I'm like, hey, Vontrell, he did this, such and such. But then I may talk about what bitch did that upset me, but yet I would never be so mad to just let the chopper fly about all the confidential shit me and you have talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I would ever.
I've never did that.
Ever be that mad to
I've
just
never did that.
say, cause then I would feel like shit, cause that's still my friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know another thing too, like it's been so many things, like say me and Messiah, for even the people I used to hang out with when I was 16, I was wildin'. We did so much dirt, especially me and no girl, so much dirt. Whenever we fell out, I never rolled on her or never like
snitched or anything.
Nothing like that. Cause for one, what do I get out of that?
Nothing. But bad karma.
Exactly.
Cause you was just as much part of it she was.
I wasn't.
Okay, whatever. You said you would just now, but okay.
No, like the dirt we was doing, she was doing. It was different. Like we did our dirt together, but then I just witnessed her do a lot of her dirt on her own, and I was just there because we was always together. So I would never. That's what I'm saying. Like her secrets are gonna go to the grave with me. She would never have to worry about that. But I will say, like, if something was coming for me, people would believe it, because for one,
you don't really do that like that.
I don't. And for two, like when Messiah and her baby daddy, I could tell him some shit, he gonna believe whatever it is I'm gonna say because it's coming from me. So and there was a point in time where you didn't see her, you didn't see me, we were together all the time. Right. So I know a lot of shit, even with people I don't fuck with. I know a lot of shit, and I be sitting there thinking like, I don't care.
It makes you uncomfortable to know it, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. Yeah. Like. Ugh.
And then sometimes you see that person, and then like you in the back of your mind, like you don't want that thought to come in the back of your mind, be like, oh, I heard such and such. I'm gonna chill out though. It's not my business, and I may not know you like that enough to speak on it. You know what I'm saying?
But even when you do know the person to speak on it, like
it all depends on what it is. If it my fault, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
If I say I hear something about you, and either me, I'm gonna dispel it right away and say that's not true. Or whatever, especially if someone comes to me about it. That's the thing, though. When people are friends like me and you are, and people want to talk shit, they're not gonna come to me, or they're not gonna come to you about me. Well, they might, whatever. But the odds are they're not. The odds are they're not, because they know it's gonna get back to me, and vice versa. So, but say if I'm in the wind, I hear something about you, and I know it's foul, I'm gonna pull you to the side. They're like, yo, like, I just kind of heard through the grapevine, not accusing you, but it's such true. Yada 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 yada. Well, bro, they out here saying that about you. That type of stuff is cool, but it all depends on the level that you are with that person. If I don't know that person very well, and I hear someone out there throwing dirt on them.
You would expect the same thing from me, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. You've done it for me before.
Yeah.
You've done it for me plenty of times.
I had to think about it.
Nigga, you was there.
You're right. I had to think about it.
Yeah, you've done it for me plenty of times.
I don't know why I'm painting myself out to be a cold-hearted nigga right now.
I don't know either. But that's why I'm sitting here just letting you go crazy. Do your thing. If you notice that when you... Hey. Man. That shit was so funny. Oh my god. Anyway, I know that's bad memories for you. We're not gonna bring that up.
No, but I was gonna say, it's like you be trying so hard. Well, I be trying so hard to be like this cold-hearted.
You do.
I don't want to fuck with you. Don't make me laugh. Mad type of person. Like, it never works. That's just not me. This is not my character. I'm too chill and laid back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm way too low for you to get under me.
I know what you be trying to get under you.
I'm just saying in general for anybody to get under.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did anybody try and get under your skin? Like with a purpose, like not just like how I get under your skin to just fuck with you and crack jokes. Like someone literally trying to fuck with your well-being type shit.
Yeah, and I'm way too high for motherfuckers to get over me. So.
Ooh. Boars. Fuck are they talking about, boars? I can't wait for you to get back on radio.
Why you say that?
You're quick on your feet. You'd be a great radio personality. I mean, you are a radio personality. It's not on air right now, but
doesn't say because you did make me put it in my bio.
Yep, because you are. Both of y'all are.
Yeah.
So both of y'all are really good radio personalities. Yeah. I just can't wait for you because you're so quick on your feet, bro. Like you always say, like I know you want to bring in the fashion. You worry about stuff, bro. Your future's secure. It's entertainment.
It's entertainment.
It's using your voice. I see you as a balance between voice and like fashion.
I see it.
You see it?
I see it.
And when I look at you, I see it.
I do.
But like when you,
I see it.
I see it for you because it's just where you are. It's just timing.
Yeah.
And when, and how it's gonna happen. That's why I be so thirsty to push y'all out there, even though I be fucking up on the events.
So if, never mind.
Say it.
No, I'm just looking for reasons to shop.
Oh, no, shut up. Shut up.
Because if you want me to be the best me, I can be.
You about to blow me. Be quiet.
And you want me to get into this fashion.
You can.
I need to shop.
Do you?
Yeah. To stay in.
Shut up.
Up on this fashion.
Now I'm upset.
Yeah. Feel free to sponsor me.
I can't.
You right. You got a lot of shit going on.
I can't. I'm po.
I know.
I'm po as hell. But I definitely see you doing it. But I mean, I don't know how we got on this topic, but in terms of just friends and having people's back, bro, it's just I'm big on integrity and also looking out for the other person. My thing is though, I'd be so quick to fall on integrity. I let the smallest shit and be like, nah, that's not funny. I won't laugh at that. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I be trying to act like too much of a hard ass. That's my thing. I be trying to be too
much of a hard ass.
I be trying to be too perfect and
black and white when you're not black and white.
Yes, life isn't black and white.
You live in the gray area. As much as you hate to admit it, you really do.
I do.
You have a curious mind, and then you're always interested in more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could never be black and white until you actually figure out who and what you are. Which I feel like you know who that is. I feel like now you just be trying to smooth out the edges or like shave certain things off or just change a few things, but this is what our 20s is for.
Yeah.
This is what this podcast is about.
Yeah.
So, and I'm just great with the segues.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. When you get on radio, you finna go crazy, bro. What? But thank you for that. No, you're absolutely right. Like I said, I kept my journal. I don't really have anything to talk about journal-wise on the podcast today. I mean, except for the fact that I can't think of anything in the journal right now, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're not talking about that right now. So, yeah, I'm definitely figuring. My biggest fear of figuring out who I am is that I have these spots, or I look at my life as like for example, I explained this to you before, but like, for example, like where we work at. It's no secret that, like, obviously I don't want to be there. And everyone knows I plan on doing other things, right? Mm-hmm. But the way I look at it and the way I rationalize it is that I'm growing and I'm getting my own lane. Excuse me. I'm getting my own lane. My flower is growing. This place and certain things in my life just don't fit for what I'm trying to build.
I agree.
Like, y'all just don't – there's not enough seats in this car for some of this shit that y'all can't fit. And my fear is that when I build this car and it's done, or it's always going to be being built because you're always growing, you're always changing. But when I really fall into the meat and potatoes of who I am, I just don't want the people who are in my life now to fall out. And I said that not saying that they're fake or that they would treat me differently, but if just who I am becomes so contrast as to where they are in my life now, it would suck because I value relationships with people much more than I value myself, which I shouldn't. I should put more value to myself, which is why I'm working.
If you cannot love yourself, you're not going to be able to love anyone else.
Correct, but I put so much weight on my relationships with other people because people make the world go around. People make you happy, and as someone who didn't have a lot of friends growing up,
do people make you happy though? Because I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, and I'm gonna tell you right now, people come and go. I have had to learn that the hard way.
It sucks, bro.
nothing is worse than the feeling and then someone you fuck with hard or heavy or like someone you go to bat for and they disappoint you several hundred times and you done went so hard, sacrificed so much, and you just like people can be disappointment. So I don't think you should place your happiness on people. I feel your happiness should be focused on you and doing whatever makes you happy. But if people, I don't even know how to say it, but if dealing with people makes you happy, then I guess. But I don't feel you should put that on people. So
it should be on me because people are gonna let me down regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because it's someone who only had one friend growing up, which was him, and then my friends grew into peers, because they can't see us. They don't know what we're talking about. But Pierce being like my only friend growing up, and then my other friends outside of Pierce came from just hanging out with Pierce, and then those became my friends, and then I started to divide my own, learning the even in my 20s, I've had to learn the definition of what a real friend is. Versus you guys figure this out as kids and as young.
No, but I mean we're learning because there's been several times where I've had to learn what an actual friend was. Several times, certain things that's happened with certain friends, and you'd be like, "Damn, like you really did that to me. Like, what is a friend? Like, yeah. Don't worry, been there, done that." So
you know what else I always feel? I always feel sometimes like inadequate because being sheltered and have a lot of my friends who are not and were not deal with so many other different kinds of situations in life and have grown up a lot faster. Now, granted, I was talking to my friend about this last night, and she explained to me, everyone lives different lives, different experiences. Mm-hmm. Like, I was talking to a guy last night. This dude was abused by his mom, verbally, physically. His current has a warrant off his arrest. Has moved 18 different places. That's over exaggeration, but has moved done a ton of different places. Is dealing with like a drug problem. Like, that's complete stark of my life. The only thing I can say in response is like, that's crazy. Maybe ask questions, learn more about it. But if he were to literally sit there, what about you, bro? I'd be like, yeah, I've been in the same house since I was 5. Like, so it's just like with that, you see what I'm saying? Like, but
I see what you're saying. But you shouldn't be ashamed of that, though.
Correct.
Like,
and
none of us were ever asked to be born into what we were born into.
Correct.
So,
and the reason why I'm not saying I wish I grew up that way, but the knowledge you guys have. Granted, not saying that.
But what is the knowledge, though?
The street smart you guys have. You guys have a lot of street smart people who deal with traumatic experiences and have had to grow up a lot faster. You guys have so much more street smarts that I don't have, and I wish I had those. Like being able to read a room. Like I'm getting better at reading rooms, but being able to read a room better.
But reading room is nothing but reading people. Like you catch the vibe and you just go with it.
And I feel like I have a better grasp of it, but it's just I think too much. And my overthinking comes from a lack of it. I don't overthink about shit that I know how to do.
But you read people, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, reading a room is just reading people.
Yeah, because I read you all the time. I read people all the time.
You try to read me. You be wrong. I just want you to know that.
How many times out of 10 do I be wrong?
10.
Cap.
It's not cap.
Cap.
All right, 8.
Okay. But you happy to tell about that, bitch.
Yeah.
You're still wrong.
I don't need this. I really don't.
But it's just like the street smart you guys have, the things that you guys, just the knowledge that I wish I had that. And she explained this to me that, everyone's journey holds different values.
Exactly.
Whereas mine did, I know more about you guys just like you guys know more about certain shit, I know more about certain shit too. But sometimes I feel really out of place talking to you guys because you guys be like, yeah, you remember this, and this. I'd be like, oh, shit, I remember that. I ain't had that experience growing up.
Oh, my goodness.
And sometimes y'all be sitting there cracking up about some shit, and I got our job. Like, there's certain people who crack jokes about, like, spam. Like, because people grew up on spam and public aid. They crack jokes about, like,
not even,
spam.
though, because all those years ago when my dad was around, public aid was not a thing for it. Public thing has never been a thing in my house. So my people actually bought spam because they like to eat spam. Yeah, that was just a thing. Like my dad likes spam. So yeah.
But speaking outside of you, other people that they'll be like, I grew up they'll crack these jokes. I grew up on this. I grew up on that. You remember this? You remember that government cheese? Yada yada yada. I'm just like, man, that Aldi cheese though. That shit. Fire.
I just want you to know, for the most part, I was pretty sheltered. I really was. My street smarts came when I went off the walls, but to be honest, I felt like I was just any other teenager off of a movie, just wildin'.
That's what it sounds like. Sounds like using the greasers, or was it?
I know, right? Like I was in 16 Candles or something, or the Breakfast Club. Like
Breakfast. I don't know 16 Candles Breakfast Club.
Yet. Oh well.
See, I'm on culture.
No, that's just a corny white people movie, so it's okay. I was gay growing up, so I was watching all of those movies. And then the girl who I used to hang out with, she was into like 80s everything. So I watched a lot of 80s movies, and 16 Candles was one of them. Pretty in Pink. Yeah, so all of that.
I got you.
Yeah, for the most part, I've always been sheltered. My mom always had us in a nice neighborhood. I was in a phenomenal school district.
Kenosha is a great school district.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. So it was never the pits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and it's just like, I apologize if it made it seem like I was paying you to be in the pits.
No,
but,
I just
want to clarify.
I just never knew how in depth you felt about it, I guess. Like for the most part, honestly, had me and my brother never been alone, we probably wouldn't be. I'd probably be just as sheltered as my little brother right now, because he is sheltered. He is the definition
Video
of sheltered.
games. That's how I was a kid.
Yes.
Does he have friends?
He do, but he loves to be at home. My brother loves to be at home. If we can tell him right now we're going to go do something that's extremely fun, and he'd be all down for it, but trust and believe, he's ready to go home.
Damn.
He's ready to get back home. Yeah. So my brother is a homebody, and he likes to sit and play that game. So
that's how it was for a while. Like up until really, honestly, up until I went to Portland, homebody. Like I would go work, go class. If I had a girlfriend, I'd see her, go home. Like that's been my life. And if I was in a sport, that's been my life up until like 20, till I went to Oregon. That was my life. That was right.
But aren't you kind of doing the same thing? You go to work, you go home.
No, I go to work, I go home. I'll go to
the gym,
or I'll go to my friend's house, or I'll go to Chicago.
How many times do you go to Chicago? Often though, really?
Yeah, not no more.
Exactly.
Come last year though, like September, November, I was up there. Remember, I was in the city like every weekend.
No, I wasn't really talking to you then.
What? We've been friends for over a year now. What are you talking about?
Was I? That wasn't last year.
Nigga, it was this September last year. I'm literally talking about September 2019.
No, I thought you said in September of 2018.
Or in 2020.
We are, but when you said it, I don't recall. I don't know your life, so I guess.
But I'm definitely not as sheltered as I used to be, but there's still more things.
I mean, but you're getting older though, so
right.
It makes sense.
Right, and then I'm thinking like everyone had to go through this phase where they did a bunch of wild shit to get it out. I'm too old to have a wild shit phase.
Are you though? Honestly, that's why I feel like I'm going through with like my gay phase. Like I feel like I need to get it out now, because if I don't want to be in my 30s and 40s doing all this gay ass extra shit. So like, especially when I get this car, I'm finna go through it.
Go through it.
I am. And I know I'm going to make a lot of people uncomfortable, but I need to let it out. I need to see what it actually is, because I never actually, like, I've been gay, and I've had my fun with some dudes, but I've never, like, explored how gay I actually am. And that's why I feel like it just comes out in random spurts, or I'll be feeling really gay one day, and then the next day I'll be like,
That's funny. I feel like that sometimes about like damn near everything. I'll be like, oh, I'm so happy to be over there. I'm just like,
yeah. So I actually want to explore it. I want to see how actually gay I am. Like, where do I fall? Like, am I into makeup? Am I into the nails? Am I into hair? Like, what is it? Like, and I feel like I need to do it now. So. Yeah, over the next year or two, I'm going to be exploring a lot of different things and seeing where the fuck I fall. So, I was actually thinking about documenting it, like doing some like type of docu-series on YouTube. But that's all.
That just scared the shit out of me, I'm not going to lie.
It did.
But, yeah, I think that for you, you're going to, I think for you, that is going to be really, like, exploratory phase for you. I think that's going to be big for you. And I think that I think at that point you really find out who fucks you, who doesn't.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
I know I am. I already know who's not going to.
Really?
So I do.
That's sad.
I do.
When you know something ahead of time, or like you think you know, because me, I be thinking worst case scenario all the time. When you think you know something ahead of time, and it's kind of like depressing to know, and then it actually happens, it's like I was right, but I wish I wasn't right.
Yeah.
You know?
It's always like that. But I've been preparing for it my whole life because I've always known it was more to the gay side of me. I just always been so scared to go off the deep end because, oh my gosh.
Because you don't know what to expect.
I don't.
You're afraid of yourself.
I am. So
that's deep. That's deep.
Yeah. I just know heads are gonna roll.
That's how I feel about myself. Like I don't know what to expect when I really fall into me. I don't know what else I'm gonna expect. I don't know who I'm gonna lose. I don't want to lose anybody. But I just know what shit just happens in life. I'm pretty much delaying the shit that's supposed to happen.
Yeah. But a part of me, like, I've built myself up to not care, and since I've built myself up to not care, I kind of have to believe in that now because I've just been waiting for it. I just haven't pushed him over into fully not caring because I care. That's why I've been holding back for so long, because I care. But once I push him over and I'm not caring no more, and that wall is finally down and it's glitter everywhere, I just feel it ain't gonna be no coming back. Because what if I like certain things and I make it a regular?
Scary, ain't it? That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I feel about everything. Like, what if I lose? Like, what if my friends don't want to be around me anymore? What if
exactly. Because I feel so many people are around me now because I am the way that I am.
And it all could be for. And you're a very helpful person.
But I'm also very chill and laid back. I'm not like rah, but when I let it out, it is kind of like a rah. Like, I'm not rubbing anything in anybody's face, but I'm definitely zipping it and doing it. Like, I don't even know how else to explain it. But yeah.
For me, like, I feel like when I really fall into who I am, it's just going to be, I'm going to be seen a lot less. And the reason why I say I'm going to be seen a lot less is because I know that a lot of stuff I can do to better me, I'm going to be on that discipline way more. Like my discipline, shit like that. I mean, I should be into that now. But I delay it because I know that I'm afraid if I really dive into, like, for example, like, the career. Like, I really dive into it hard as I can. I know I can. I'm afraid of losing and pushing away people around me, missing experiences that I have. Even though this is my life, I know this comes priority, and I shouldn't let other people deter that. I shouldn't. And for the most part,
people actually think we're getting paid for this. Yeah. I said, girl. Kiana thought we was getting paid for this. She thought we was getting checks.
Cap.
I was like, girl, we was getting paid for this. We be doing this every day.
Like, I didn't know Joe Budden uploads 2 episodes a week.
2 episodes a week?
Yes. Most podcasts only do 1 a week, 2 a week. But we can get there, and we're going to get there this year. I
feel like we kind of already are.
For money? We would.
Not for money, but I'm saying, like, when it comes to releasing them, I feel like you release a lot at one time.
I do, and I try to get the audio up every week, the video, because it goes to Milwaukee.
We're Netflixing this bitch, so.
Get it in spurts. Catch up.
Right.
Catch up. It's going to be here.
Period. Binge us.
Binge watch a whole season.
And as a matter of fact, if you're binging us now, what's up?
What's up, baby? Episode number 9 or 10, I think.
12 or 13. Who's to say?
14
We're
or
being
15.
Binged. Right.
Binge.
Binge away, motherfucker.
Binge. Hour and 44 minutes into it.
Man.
Thank you.
Anything else on the show docket today? Or are we hanging it up?
I was about to say something really important. Oh, me falling into me, like, it's just, I don't know. I'm afraid of losing the things I have now because I'm starting to become comfortable with it. And that
I will tell you this. Move about as if you lost the people. It's easier to deal with. It's honestly easier to deal with because when it finally happened, you'd be like, okay, I was expecting you to fall. So it's easier to deal with. Like, I don't know how else to say. I know that's, like, kind of fucked up. It's just to move about, like, how you don't. But if you feel, because you pretty much, I feel like when you know you're going to do something or you're going through, like, a life change, you pretty much know who is not fucking with the change. So you can expect that person to fall off. So already in my mind, in my world, because I haven't did anything yet, I've already distanced myself. And because I've distanced myself, when I actually go off and do it, and I start posting pictures and going crazy with it, I know that they're not gonna fuck with me. But because I've already put the distance in there, it's not gonna hurt as bad. Like, it's probably still gonna hurt, but it's not gonna hurt as bad, or I won't be hung up on it. Like, damn, I knew that was coming, or I didn't see that coming, or it won't be no what ifs because I've been preparing for this. So I would just say, if you really feel people are not rocking with your change, then you need to start moving as if they're not there already, and then see how you feel about it. And then when you actually finally cross over into that new you, or that new chapter, and ain't no who's ever there is there, whoever there isn't there, it won't hurt as bad. You won't dwell on it, and then it'll be what it is, and whatever it is what it's gonna be. So,
period.
And that's it on that.
End of that sentence.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I got, because I'm pretty much gonna rehash what I just said. So we out here then.
All right. Go ahead, give me your social media.
You go first. I know. I saw like a little ass kid. You go first.
Y'all already know what to do and where to go. It's Vontrellduh on all platforms.
I hate this nigga.
I don't know why. I don't know why, because it's Vontrell.
I love the swagger though. That's what I hate it. Like, I don't hate it, but it's just like, I can't stand this nigga.
Because you wasn't clever enough to come up with something with your name.
I could if I really wanted to.
If you something with the streets.
Bitch.
It's just my first name. They know me by first name basis. I don't need a last name.
Do I always say my last name? I think it's ones that, with Devonn.
Devonn Overstreet.
On all platforms, I do say that.
Right. They know me on first name basis. That's how cool we is. So, like I said.
Do you have a name for your fans? Like Beliebers or anything like that?
Oh.
The Vontrells.
Duh. No, I don't have any names for my fans. I don't even think I have any fans.
You got fans.
So I don't think I have any fans.
They think you're quiet, but you got fans. Oh yeah, you got fans. Kaylee's a fan.
I don't have fans.
You have fans.
I don't.
You just don't even want to accept that shit. You got fans. People like you.
People do like me, and I don't know why.
I don't know why
Wow.
either.
Wow. I knew you was fucking fake.
Shut up.
Give him your social media.
Whoa, relax.
Come on. Give him this plain ass shit.
Shut up, B.
So government ass name.
What's your name?
Mine?
Yeah.
It's my name.
It's pretty government, is it not?
It don't sound government.
Mine sounds government?
Yes.
Devonn sounds government.
Devonn Overstreet, yeah.
That does sound government.
Yeah.
Sounds like a customer service rep.
Yeah.
My cousin told me that once. Because I put up a picture of like a sweater. She's like, most awarded for best customer service.
Simple ass name.
I was so salty. Devonn Allen, Overstreet. Ooh.
Right.
Oh, shit.
It's Vontrell Dimitri over here.
Oh.
Oh.
But let me say it. You was like, no, stop calling me that.
Cause period.
I told you stop doing that. Fuck you. You got mad.
Cause it's different when I'm saying my own name. It's me.
All right, dog. Whatever.
Duh.
D.O. on all platforms.
D.O. This nigga name is Do y'all. Do follow him. Do subscribe.
Do listen. To us.
Do listen.
Do share.
Right.
Nah, Devonn Overstreet on all platforms. But
don't say it all fast because you embarrassed. Embrace it.
I ain't embarrassed. Devonn Overstreet. All Devonn Overstreet on all platforms. Most importantly, though, Steve is up.
fucking idiot.
You.
You.
What I do?
Like, hang it up.
Can you see it?
What? This train wreck?
Devonn Overstreet all platforms.
They got it.
ISD on YouTube. You would look up Devonn Overstreet on YouTube, or most importantly, ISD on all your podcast platforms: Spotify, TuneBreaker, soon to be AudioMac, because I'm gonna get us on there. iTunes, Castbox, Overcast, Google Podcasts, all that jazz.
All that jazz.
All that jazz. So please, guys, check us out. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you guys next weekend. Pierce will be back too, because I know y'all love him.
Shout out to Pierce. Follow him on all social platforms. P-Bugs.
Because I know y'all love y'all some Pierce.
And then what's his playlist?
Oh, yeah. P-Bugs, not music.
P-Bugs.
PB00. Not PB. Oh, PB.
Let's give my man some listeners.
00G. Because he going hard for the Apple Music.
Period. Period.
He going hard. All right, guys. Oh, did you give me your Snapchat?
I did. It's Vontrellduh.
Right.
Duh. They know.
All right, guys. Goodbye.